pretty nice of him to do that.
I guess just looking back on film, were you really happy with how you guys performed on Saturday, and what do you think you really need to still improve?
Well, we're happy with the effort, number one. We felt like we played hard, played physical, which is something we wanted to do. And, anytime you can rush the ball for over 300 yards against a defense that had been giving up about 89 yards is encouraging. We had two backs with over 100 yards, so that's very encouraging. Thought Nate threw the ball at a high level, had a very good completion percentage, and made good decisions. Even some of his misses were really just throwaways. So overall, we're pleased with the performance. We still have a lot of growing to do, and every week that's always going to be the case. But, for us, we still need to continue to find plays in the passing game, shots down the field. We hit a couple to Shane, which was good to see. And, just in general, just continue to put the whole package together.
As Nate continues to kind of develop, how important is it to get some short passes early just to get him back in the feeling of just seeing ball people?
That's right. I mean, I think any quarterback would feel that way. You always want to feel that first one come out of your hand and a completion, just like a basketball player wants to make his first shot. It just feels good. And anytime we can get those throws, that's a bonus.
When you look at Iowa, what did they do defensively that you need to be concerned about?
Iowa's very sound defensively and very big and strong up front. They're going to play what we would say is right down the middle, right through people. They're strong. They're gonna squeeze the pocket down. They're gonna make it tough to run the ball. They really squeeze down the running lanes, and so they do a good job of getting you in, maybe second and third and long, and then in third and long, they're very good with their third down pass defense, mixing up different coverages, different blitzes. But just from a personnel standpoint, I think they'll be the biggest, strongest team that we've played up to date, which would be a great challenge for us. And Iowa's done a good job for a long time of just doing what they do, of being very consistent with their scheme, very sound with their scheme. And, you kind of know how they're going to line up. Now you need to go out there and find ways to exploit it.
Coach Wilson said in the last couple of weeks that he's pleased with some of the blocking tight ends and giving you guys. What's it going to take to get some of those guys more involved in the passing game?
Well, they're starting to. I mean, we threw a big fourth down conversion to Anthony Casaro last week. So we're certainly going to get those guys in the mix. It's not something where we're not trying to throw them the ball. A lot of times with the way our protection is set up in our pass game, we need those guys to pass protect, which takes them out of the pass game. But very pleased. I think Anthony Casaro is coming on very well. Jordan Fuchs caught his first pass last Saturday. He's coming on well. So we're excited about what those guys are giving us. And for us, they still fit in our plan and our package. And where it fits, we're going to try to give them the ball.
Coach Wilson was talking about how good of a red zone defense Iowa has. What are going to be some of the keys to kind of cracking that code and being able to score it?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's just going to be just execution. Because again, for us schematically, they've done the same thing for a long time. They're very sound with what they do. They got guys in good position. So for us, we got to put together a good plan. We got to execute that plan. We got to be smart with the football. But for us, again, it's going to start with Tevin Coleman and trying to find ways to put the ball in his hand.
Are being able to use bigger guys like Anthony Casaro or maybe Simi down there in the red zone, are they going to maybe have more of a role?
That can happen, for sure it can. We did a little bit more two tight ends package last week, and certainly pleased with how that came out. So we've got a chance to continue.
You talked last week about getting Shane more involved, and so to do that on Saturday. You see him make some good opportunities a lot.
Yeah, when we can. There are certain formations we'll try to put him in the slot. Other times we kind of need him outside. But yeah, I think as we move forward, we're going to continue to find ways to put him in the best spot that we can.
We don't talk about Tevin much. I guess we kind of expect him to get about 150 yards a week. But what have you, noticed you've been impressed by him week to week with what he's been doing? Obviously, he's got 7 games left. But
Yeah.
He's certainly been among the nation's elite.
Yeah, he's doing well. One, he's practicing at a high level. I always say that. To me, it starts there. It starts during the week on Tuesdays and Wednesdays with our big practices. Anytime that you practice full speed, he's going to give you a chance to play well on Saturday, and he does that. 2, knock on wood, he's been doing a good job of taking care of his body, stayed healthy. I think those are the top 2 reasons right now he's had some success. He's studying a lot of film. He's doing a lot of work. And, again, I think those things translate on game day. Well, having never coached at the NFL, I'm not sure 100% what they're looking for. But with Tevin Coleman, I think that he plays as fast as he is with the ball in his hand. And so when you talk explosiveness or quickness, I think he can accelerate as quickly as anyone in this country. He plays behind his pads. He plays as big and as strong as he is. So there are a lot of things to like about him. I'm not sure their evaluation. I can't speak for them, but I certainly think he can accelerate very quickly once you hand him the football.
You feel the offensive line performed with some of the shuffling that you guys had to do?
Yeah, they're doing well. We thought they played well Saturday. There were a couple kids out there that Demetri Camille, Jacob Bailey, a couple of those guys making their first starts. They played as hard as anybody we had. And when you see that on film, that to me shows them or shows their confidence level. When you can play that hard and that decisive, it means you know what you're doing, and that's a credit to those guys. But just like at receiver, I like to rotate a lot of receivers just because of the tempo we play at. At the O-line, we kind of want to do the same thing. We'd like to keep those guys fresh, and we have a lot of depth and experience, and we should be able to do that.
Kevin, this season you've won a game, lost a game, won a game, lost a game. Obviously, you want to stop that.
Yeah.
What is it going to take to get the consistency now that you need?
That's the word, consistency. And really, I think our kids just yesterday mentally, they were different than they were after the Maryland game, just a little bit more business-like. So hopefully that'll continue and carry over into tomorrow's practice, into this week's preparation, that, we did win a game, but we're supposed to win a lot of games. And so now we got to go back to work this week. We're going into a hostile environment in a big-time, physical Big Ten game. And it'll take our best to win this game. And I think our kids realize that. And so hopefully it'll translate in their preparation and our performance.
How much of a difference does it make in their mindset because they've done that already this year?
Yeah, right. You would like to think that they're going to show up and say, we won on the road. We've won in a big-time arena. We beat a a big-time team. So, yeah, you'd like to think that confidence level will be there. And so, again, hopefully we can go out and show that. I think Iowa's a phenomenal opponent. They're gonna run the ball. They're going to stop the run. So this will be a good old-fashioned dogfight. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.